Hey, this is Danny Hauger. Welcome to the Kickback. It's been a little while since we had any time to play some pinball and catch up on what's been going on in my life. Work has been busy in a good way, and family has been just as enthralling and inviting. Today we're playing Star Trek, the Triple Pack, released on the Atgames Legends 4KP. One of the most exciting releases to come to the store and to be available for use on any of your Atgames Legends 4KP devices. And here they are. We're ready to roll through all three games on my very first playthrough. I thought that would be a lot of fun to begin with this cool fade in as if it's spacey because I'm limited on video effects, but also give you like the novice adventure of what it's like booting up for the first time and playing these three games. So let's fade in again and then pop into place for the essential camera spot that we can see the scoreboard. And we'll begin with Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I'm going to play these games from left to right in the order of appearance. At the time of the recording, the games are $15 for all three, making them $5 each, which is a great value. I also picked up Mars Attacks recently and look forward to playing some pinball with some friends and having some pizza this weekend. So celebrate the 37th birthday of me before Mother's Day, which is usually takes over all of my birthday celebrations. So I'm trying to do some play a little bit earlier, hopefully this time. So, Star Trek Deep Space Nine is my first table, and I'm going to be showcasing uncut my very first playthroughs of each game. And surprise, one of them I couldn't stand playing once because it was so short, so I had to play a second time. Deep Space Nine is my first new adventure with this Zen pinball table. And the first thing that drew my attention was the large image of the crew, which I suppose is the Deep Space Nine. You're going to see how much I know about Star Trek really quickly here. And also, I was drawn to the top of the table. There's a lot of what I thought was some zero space at the top that I was wondering if there'd be some cool adventures that would take place in that area. And I noticed the upper flipper on the upper level, right level, and the cool rotating spacecraft in the top left as I began to play through. I really love the lighting on all three of these. And when these 3D action started happening in the top right, it was very exciting. Visually, this table is sweet. I really like how the lights flicker throughout the table, kind of like a pulse as you hit different sectors and different scores. Really love the choice, the options, and the storytelling and the narration. Of the three games, this game has my favorite voiceover work. I felt like I was with the crew on these missions and actually felt compelled to look up and see what the instructions were. I like that before you launch each ball, you get to choose which faction of relationship that you want to work on. Feels sort of like a role-playing game in that aspect. And I thought that that was a really cool touch. And one of the more intriguing ways to play on the Atgames Legends 4KP, where I felt like the modes on each of these three tables was more important than on other gameplay tables and sets. Turn up the volume here so I can enjoy and see what the surround sound feedback is like with the SSF kit. But really digging the choices and options and the full color display on the smaller DMD, showing you what to do, what the objectives are, which relationships you can work on, and what your progress is with a percentage. That's cool as like a fan of 2K and basketball and statistical tracking of games, knowing that like progression is happening was intriguing on a very first playthrough. And so without knowing exactly what I needed to do and always trying to focus on like the main play field, and whenever I seem to look up at instructions, I tend to miss. These three packs seem like they would be a lot of fun to have friends over and play multiplayer and have other people giving you advice and feedback as your gameplay was going on, just to help you guide you and show you like, oh, the blinking light on the left, that's what you should hit. Go for the ramp on the right, etc. Let's talk about the narration a little bit. I really like that you're guided and you kind of feel like you have a companion going through with like I felt like a strong amount of voiced over lines to help feel like the story is happening and unfolding around you as you play. I thought that was unique. Because my favorite Zen tables to play and my favorite 4KP tables to play from Atgames so far are the ones that really speak a lot and share a lot. When I play on console, like the Family Guy and Bob's Burgers, like that pack of animation where there's just lots and lots and lots of recorded lines, and even the ones that are repetitive are funny and humorous. That's what I'm looking for in terms of enjoyment. So yeah, I alluded earlier that I haven't watched Star Trek. I've seen a couple movies and none of the TV shows. It is something I intend to do in these later 30s years that are going to pop up because I feel like they'll be more appreciated, understandable, respected kind of in what they could accomplish. As somebody who was a radio, TV, film major and really appreciates good writing and storytelling, I think I would enjoy that. Like, I enjoyed the Seth MacFarlane show, the Orville. That was a really spectacular series. So I know that couldn't have happened without Star Trek's influence. Even with that said, as a newcomer to like the interaction of the Star Trek family, I liked the stories that were being told here, the narration, and I felt like I was on a mission with them in this game. Specifically, I thought the storytelling really pulls you through, and I felt like responded to and like good interactions throughout. And losing the ball there, I gave it a thumbs up. You saw it. That was a literal on-camera physical thumbs up, and I'm glad I wasn't standing in front of the camera shot. Yeah, I like Deep Space Nine. I'm definitely coming back to play more of this. And while we're here talking about like quality of games and stuff, I'm not paid for these reviews. These are my own opinions. Nobody's influencing them. I was given a code to check the game out. So if you think that that's important or colors my judgment, that's full disclosure there. So we're going to exit Deep Space Nine and move from left to right to Discovery. I'm pretty sure is the next table we play here. And sweet, sweet, sweet is the blue lighting on this one. I really like the dark blues, light blues. And you're going to see my rookie abilities here come into play, as my first game is just about 2.5 minutes long. So short, but then still intrigued to play more. I did do a longer second game, which you'll see on camera as well. Let's load in to Discovery. Some of the things that I liked here, the game field seems large and expansive. It makes the ball seem like it's traveling vertically very quick, which could be me explaining why I drain these 3 balls so quickly and lose them. But I really like the light up launcher, which is sort of a different way to go. And it launches into bumpers on the right side instead of where I'm used to seeing like top of the playfield screen. Really good depth of field here. I like the verticality of the table, that you get an upper right flipper set with like a little mini game area, an upper left flipper, and that the left flipper is also acts like a retaining plunge or a roof on a little secret area for scoring there, a hidden compartment. And that was kind of fun to decide like when to hold the left flipper in order to give the ball access and when to just let it ride. Their narration wasn't as in-depth here. You're dealing with more, I don't know if it's an AI voice, if it's like a virtual co-pilot. I'm not familiar with the show, or if this was a movie, but you don't get as much variance because it's a robotic type computerized voice. You don't get as much emotion from the narration, but the talk is pretty consistent, and it's funny, the lines that they've designed when the ball exits the playfield. I thought that was very humorous. I'll let you take a listen to the rest of the playthrough here and let you make your own judgments with a little bit more volume.
Lights and colors on this one are sweet. Bummer. That game was fast, but intriguing.
Holographic simulation ended.
It was only 2 minutes. Let's do another
Welcome
one.
on board the USS Discovery. Accuracy at 100%. All officers, please report to bridge. Analysis. Further investigation suggested. New citation initiated. Analysis. Partial success. Failsafe measures off. Observation. The ball has left the playfield.
Great graphics. Whoa.
Analysis. New information available.
Is this just an endless loop? Is this an endless loop of points?
System maintenance in progress. There
Whoa.
was a cloaked Klingon ship hidden. It's firing at us. Mission aborted. Analyzing report for adaptation. Analysis. Further investigation suggested. Course altered to a safer path. You can thank me later. Observation.
Okay.
You will need a new ball. Terminating simulation. Program over.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's check out our third and final game today, the Kelvin Timeline. And wow, this is maybe going to surprise you if you're still watching this far, but this is the most fun I've had on my 4KP. And I am not somebody who you'd classify as a Star Trek fan or anybody who's knowledgeable about the show. This is fun, it's rapid, colorful. The sounds are intense and electrifying, energizing, very appropriate for the show, for the style of game that it is. The circular ring of lights with like mission details and personnel information are spectacular. It's super stimulating. It's a funny word to use, but this is like what electronic entertainment's made for, like to be entertaining and fun and to be a blast. And I had been playing for almost 20 minutes by the end of this video, like in total, the 3 games, but I wanted to just keep playing this one over and over. This is my favorite. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to rank it first. Deep Space Nine was my second. And Discovery is intriguing too, but it's my third favorite of the bunch. This one just moves so rapidly. And one of my favorite things about good pinball tables, in my opinion, is when almost every strike of the flipper does something interesting, dynamic, or rewarding. You don't just hit nothing, get 0 points, and bounce back and try to avoid draining the ball. But there's kind of great angles along just about every shot point and release point that you can play. And that was very cool because everything felt like it was adding on to the play before. And I'm going to get some pretty awesome multi-ball here. I think I get multi-ball twice, which is my favorite part of any pinball table. And I was amazed to get it within a couple of minutes. And the red and blue blinking like alarm emergency lights are super fun. You're still getting now even more points and lights and objectives and jackpots. And I almost made one of the top 10 pages of scores on my very first run and playthrough. So I feel like I'm good at it. Whether or not that's true, it was really, really fun. And the voiceovers are really good too. So it's got everything you need. It's got strong speech narratives, fun missions. It feels like a shorter table, so the ball feels like you can see everything that's going on. You don't feel like you're getting it lost or losing it in like velocity bursts. And I just thought this was so much fun. Which of the Star Trek games is your favorite? Let me know in the comments, or what game you want me to do next. I'm going to let you hear the original sounds of the table here and leave you with that. And in a few minutes from now, about 6 minutes from now, if you want to skip ahead, my original song, Slow Dance. I do a brand new studio version of that. Other than that, man, please support my original music on Pandora or Spotify or Apple Music or Amazon, Danny Hauger Music. The latest album's called All Sides of Meat. You see it on the side of the screen here. Recorded the vocals for that at Abbey Road Studios. Subscribe, hit the like button. It would help this channel. And if you really do care about seeing any more of these videos. Like, they've done well, even better than music. But if you want to see more, then let me know that you're enjoying them. And I appreciate that. And we'll see you on the next edition of The Kickback. Bye, everybody. Be safe, be well, be kind.
Shoot right turbo. Hurry up! Yes, sir. Shoot flashing targets. Shields up! Red alert! Prepare to fire all weapons. Red mission is ready to start. Take JLS and make it fly. Mission is ready to start. Warp speed changed. Double jackpot! 9. All ships destroyed.
Wow, man, there's so much
Captain,
happening.
Be careful. This cupcake and its companions want to be too open. Brings in a few more people, and
What?
the fight will be fair. Autopilot turned on. Energize.
No way, man. There's so much cool stuff in this game.
Security, engage all
Whoa.
emergency procedures. Active protocol 28, code 1 Alpha 0. All personnel to alert stations.
Shoot left ramp. Yes, sir. Shoot left turbo lift. Yellow machine is ready to start. Separating from space dock.
Let's destroy the red matter.
Acknowledged. We should neutralize it before they use it. Spin the sign. Autopilot turned on. I have hull breaches in levels 12 to 15, 6, 9, 31, and 21. Shoot right orbit. Warp speed changed. Shoot left ramp.
That's amazing.
Hit the flashing light.
Skill shot.
Autopilot turned on. Ship is ready for war. Shoots right.
Magnify, Mr. Sulu.
Captain on the bridge. what's been changed?
Was wondering if you had found someone else, 'cause I just wouldn't do. And I was wondering if share a slow dance when the lights all turn blue. We'll stand real close and move with me. And don't worry, 'cause I will remember only the good times tonight. Tonight. Could you agree that this nice moment, it could be a memory that you wanna hold on to? But 10 years from now, no matter what happens, it's something to remember when look back fondly on this time. And I'm so impressed that I asked you, stand real close, take a look around, 'cause everything just started.